I honestly think I should stop saying that a game is the best game of the World Cup because it's always got to be done better. What a game between France and South Africa we just had, where two of the best teams in the world went head to head again. This game should not have been a quarter final, it should have at least been a semi. And again, if it was the final, I don't really think anyone would have complained, apart from England because they're not in it, but they're too bad to be in it. Anyway, um, South Africa beat the French 29 points to 28 in what was a really, really good and exciting encounter. Which started off with a flash, with Cyril Baye scoring after 4 minutes. Thomas Ramos converted, and you're thinking, are France just going to run away with it? Until on 8 minutes, Kurtley Ordensee runs and scores a try and levels it up again, which is converted by Libok. Then on 18th minute, Damien Dialendi scores and South Africa pull ahead. And you're thinking, oh, are they going to run away with it? And then on 22 minutes, France score and level it up at 12-all again. And then you never guess what happens in 36 minutes. Cheslin Kolbe scores for South Africa and they pull ahead again. And then on 31 minutes, only a few minutes later, Cyril Baye scores again and France draw it level again. It's an absolutely mental game of back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, which ended a pen from Thomas Ramos on half-time, made the half-time score 22 points to 19 to the French. What a game, what a first half, what an exhibition of how good rugby is. Two amazing teams going head to head, both probably, definitely worthy of winning the whole thing. Well, not France anymore because they're not in the whole thing, but South Africa definitely worthy of winning it. They're definitely good enough. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves yet, as there's still a very, very tough game ahead, and England. I'm not going to stop with England slander, it's fun. And if you don't like it, cry. Yeah. Jeez. So that's half time, 22-19 to France. Then I must say at this point, Eben Etzebeth was yellow carded for. I've seen some debate reign on. I think a yellow card was fair. It was head on head. It was dangerous, but both players were bent significantly at the knees. So I can see, I can justify a yellow. I could see many people saying it should have been a red. I can see many people saying it's a soft yellow. I think it was a fair yellow. But anyway, although he comes back on, and it sits 22-19 for a really long time until 54th minute when Thomas Ramos makes it 25-19, and France are just starting to edge ahead a little bit until on the 67th minute Eben Etzebeth scores a try and puts South Africa 26-25 ahead. And then Pollard kicks a penalty to put South Africa 29-25 ahead, which is closely followed by a Ramos penalty to put France 28-29, where the game ends. But oh my goodness, what a mental game. With some things, not even just the fact that there was, the fast start, the insaneness. There's just many, many, many weird things that happened. You had, what was it? Libok called a mark in his own 22 and decided to opt for a scrum. And then went and lost the scrum. No, they didn't lose the scrum. They won the scrum and then kicked it to, like, roughly where we would have kicked it anyway, without it being a. My only justification was that he thought they would win a penalty from the scrum and they'd win the line out back, but they didn't. They won the scrum the normal way, got it out, kicked it, and France had a line out on the South Africa 10 metre line. It's I don't know. You then had one of Ramos's conversions charged down by Cheslin Kolbe. Like, he went for the kick and Cheslin Kolbe managed to block it from quite a distance out. He was quite far. He was outside the 22, and Kolbe still managed to charge it down. The speed on him is mental. Then you had was it Jalabert trying to kick for touch on a penalty inside his own 22, completely slices it and the ball goes backwards, and France have a line out 10 metres out from their own line when they took it on the 22. Like, just random moments, just adding more chaos to an already chaotic game. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I need to get better at looking into the camera. I'm too busy looking at myself talking on the screen. I should be better at looking at the camera. But it was an absolutely brilliant game. It's obvious to see. Now, I know I've had this rant several times, but it's obvious to see the complete levels that there are in the quarterfinals. Now, I will say that all four quarterfinals were genuinely good games and genuinely tight games and up in the air. You know, I think all bar one ended in a one scoreline, and the one that didn't, the Wales-Argentina, was because of a late Argentina try to pull them ahead. You know, all really exciting games, and that's because the one thing that this draw did was that each team was playing another team at a similar level to them. You know, you had New Zealand and Ireland, France and South Africa, who I think all four of them are at a similar level to each other. And then you had Wales, Argentina, and then you had England, Fiji. Like, each team who played each other at a similar level to each other, which brought for a close, exciting game. But it means that we've got two semi-finals lined up that I can imagine being incredibly one-sided. I mean, you can never know with both England and Argentina, but the way things are looking, I wouldn't be surprised if both the BOKS and the All Blacks put 50 on each. You know. But that's for another day. Today we're talking about that brilliant game of a quarter-final. Fair play. Just, I love this sport so much. I know it's cruel, and, you know, as a Scotland fan, it hurts quite a lot of the time. But, you know, the good thing about being a Scotland fan is I can sit back and enjoy every single one of the games from now on, because I know my team aren't affected in it because they're already out. And, you know, I didn't mind who won. I like both these teams. I didn't really mind who won. Now, for my own prediction, I did have France. But I'm not disappointed that the BOKS won. You know, the only reason that I'd favour France was because I predicted they would win. What a game, man. What a game. But no, it's a brilliant game, and we've got another two games coming up, semi-finals. We'll see. Maybe England and Argentina will step up, but right now, initial thoughts, New Zealand and South Africa final, they'll probably absolutely romp England and Argentina. At least we'll get a replay of the England-Argentina. Maybe now Argentina's picked up a little bit of form. But yeah. Anyway, semi-final stuff's for another day. I'll probably cover that later on. I've got a lot to do with the URC starting next weekend as well. I've got 11 more teams to do, and then I've got the previews for the two semi-finals. I've got the preview for round 1 of the URC, and I've got a URC table prediction to do. So between now and Saturday, I've got 11, 12, 15, so that's 3 a day basically, isn't it? Between now and Saturday. I'm going to spoil you guys. Well, if you want to keep in touch with them, watch them all, make sure to hit the subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game. You know, if you're a Frenchman or a South African man, or you're a New Zealand fan who thought it was a good game. Let me know your thoughts. I always love talking to you guys, and I appreciate every single person who does leave a nice comment. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you legends later.